What is up, Astro fans? I don't got a lot to tell y'all today, but I do have some good news that in 2023, the Houston Astros manager will be Dusty Baker once again. We weren't sure if he was going to come back or go into retirement, but he's won one and he wants to win two now. Hopefully we can run it back and hopefully be the first team to win back-to-back titles in I don't know how long. It'll be a great time if we do. And this press conference today with Dusty Baker and Jim Crane. Jim Crane got asked a lot of questions about James Click. Not sure what his status is yet. They're in negotiations. Don't know if he'll be back or not. It's looking like he will be since he is in Vegas at the GM meetings for us at this moment. Reporters asked Crane about the status on Verlander, and we have until 4 o'clock tomorrow to talk to him and have pure rights to him while we are negotiating, and they are working hard to bring him back. That would be a great move, an exciting move to have him at the top of our rotation again. We are also looking to bring back Rafael Montero. We're working on bringing him back as well. I'd love to have him back after what he did for us this year. Just maybe in the postseason next year, as long as we make it, which I hope we should and do make. Dusty doesn't overpitch him like he did this year, and that's what kind of got him into trouble. Other than that, I love Montero. Love to bring him back. Dusty Baker will be back for 2023, probably as well as James Click, but we will wait to see what happens with that. And here is a little bit of what Dusty and Jim Crane had to say at the press conference.
Well, the day he walked in the door, he was a very calm and certainly has a ton of experience in dealing. And he did a great job of kind of settling things down, getting everybody focused on playing baseball and winning games.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like you're in a position of strength, probably, quite a few players now would like to join us where they might not have liked to join us a couple of years ago, because a couple of years ago it was tough to get people to volunteer to come to Houston. But now that things have subsided, now that we're the champions, and hopefully things, will get back to a normal atmosphere around the country, and because it's definitely normal here.
Just on the depth of the team, it's of all the years I've been here, I don't think we've had an off season where there was maybe 3 or 4 pieces where they're free agents, and I don't think we'll need to make a lot of adjustments. We'll certainly work very hard on the key spots that we could use some more depth to add some depth, and we have the resources to do it. So, what's great about this team is the pitching depth so deep, and hopefully Verlander's in that list still. But really not a lot of holes. I mean, the team played great. Some of the young kids stepped up, played well. That's what you always like to see. Certainly Pena was remarkable, and I think he'll get better. So we'll move fast, and we'll try to add a little depth and a little more pop, maybe a bat or two. And, we've probably got one free agent in Montero. We'll work on that, and we think we can improve the team from this year, so we like our chances moving forward. And
Dusty, Jim was just mentioning about the love that the guys have towards you and the city. How do you feel about that? And also, most of the guys were mentioning that more than a manager, you are a mentor to them. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, love goes both ways. I mean, you hate to be in love and the other person don't love you. That's a bad situation. But like we love, there's a lot of love in that room that goes both ways. And I'm at the age now where not only am I a manager, but I've been through a bunch where I can help them in a number of ways in their lives during the game and after the game as well. And like I always tell them, man, you can come in and talk to me about most things, and not only baseball, but life stuff is what really affects your game. It gives you clarity if your life is clear, and if you can have somebody that you can talk to give you at least your honest opinion and honest answer. So, I mean, I enjoy these guys. I mean, sometimes you got to get on them, sometimes you got to love them, and that's the whole thing about managing, you got to know when and who to whatever you have to do.
Hope you guys enjoyed, and go Astros.
Headed to the Hall of Fame. And what do you think about the fact that your toothpicks have become so famous, they're going to be in the Hall of Fame now?
Well, I don't know, man. Some people ask for some used one. I don't know what they're gonna do with them. And I know my agent a few years ago contacted them to see if I can get a toothpick endorsement, and they told me they don't need me to sell toothpicks because they're gonna sell them anyway. So that was very humbling.